Hugo Ormo joining us from Germany. He's a very active systems engineer, part of the German INCOSI chapter, an active figure there, and very much experienced enterprise consultant specializing in model-based systems engineering as part of Entity Data, one of the biggest consultancy and services firms in the world. You've seen Formula One cars with Entity Data Science and similar. So Hugo is using Seaside and taking advantage of AI that it brings. So he gave a very interesting talk at the OMG meeting in Leeds, and he's gonna tell us more of how to bring SysML v2 textual notation to the world and teach it. So welcome, Hugo.
Thank you, Yotas. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to be fast. We are all hungry, I guess. So teaching MBSE with SysML2 textual notation, my experience teaching now to students, what we're using here is a spaceship. So the students are modeling a spaceship out of a computer game. So they are modeling the visualization of a model. Why MBSE? I think you heard that 20 times already today, managing complexity. I want to add for the product and at the enterprise or mission level. So things are more complex when you put more people together. Traditional SysML tools, my overwhelm beginnings, the mechanics of the tool, the user interface might stay a step on the way. What I've seen is that trying to learn at once a language, framework, a method, and coping with a tool, it's too much. Good thing now, SysML2 offers textual notation, which to me is ideal for teaching and for collaboration. So it allows us to focus on the content, on the logic, and kind of letting aside the mechanics of the tool. The tool is almost transparent. And on top of that, it comes Tom Sawyer with a visualization that it's kind of for free. Textual notation, SysML textual notation brings a lot of good things. You might have heard about those many times. Human readable, machine parsable, allow us to have more control over the model. Separates model content from layout, enables consistent semantics across representations. It has systems engineering principles as its core. And transparency, modularity, reusability, using Git is a boost. Fantastic opportunities that come very well together in what I'm using among other scopes for teaching. So what's that teaching thing? So how does it work? So it's a combination of Seaside with GitHub Classroom. So we visualize with Tom Sawyer integrated on Seaside. The students receive an assignment. They initiate the assignment. They clone the repo from GitHub Classroom. They start working. They commit or create a pull request so that I can add comments, and they can ask me anytime to have a look. And as they progress, I can keep adding comments and helping them correct their model. What we have seen so far, in my opinion, or what I'm seeing, is that students can easier grasp syntax and semantics relationships done with the graphic interfaces. With Git history, so with Git versions, it's easier to comment and to see step by step or comment in particular steps or particular versions of what they are doing, and it helps them progress on their learning. And also a very important thing is I emphasize they cannot use AI. They should use AI. It's included in GitHub Copilot for a period of time or for some queries, but it's enough. It's enough for them to see how helpful or not helpful can be, and they have to cope with it. At the end, in the evaluation, there's of course an oral evaluation, part of the evaluation, and they need to explain why they did the things they did the way they did them. So they need to show that they are on top of things. Limitations, yes. So at the moment, things are improving. Sorry, things are improving, but diagrams are still a bit too limited. It's enough because the focus is on the text, but there's for sure some way to go. Students might or will have to work with SysML1 possibly a few years in their lives. But the good thing is that they know and they have seen that there's a brilliant future coming soon. And looking a bit in the future, I'm looking forward to what happens next year and the year after next year, how things evolve. There will be more AI, agentic, and whatever you want. I hope and expect that the integration of visualization with text will be a bit more fluid. At the moment, as you all know, you have to keep refreshing Tom Sawyer. So an integrated or more fluid side-by-side working experience would be a boost. And also from Incosi, we are moving towards system of systems. We are moving towards the enterprise as a system. I see that as a very interesting topic that today for students might be a bit too much, but it comes out just after. And wrapping it up, textual modeling in SysML2 enhances control and collaboration of the modeling experience, ideal for teaching, focusing on content, system thinking, AI and Git integration. They help a lot on the process. And yeah, maybe something new. So the diagrams are the consequence of the text, and we have more control on that, on what we do. And that's a very interesting point. And as we speak, this training is happening at the Hochschule Bremen, and you will possibly see Professor Jasminka Matieska these days. She's there. I think I have not yet seen her now in the chat, but you will be able to talk to her, and she might give you some more hints about this. Thank you very much. That was all for me, and I kept it short so we can all enjoy our dinner after Team enlightened us after my presentation. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Hugo. Thanks.